Hi, my name is Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. I have an exciting tag for you today. I was actually tagged by Flora Lisa, and I'll leave her channel down in the description box. And to be fair, I was kind of warned that I would go ahead and be tagged, but I didn't know what the questions were or anything else. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting for the video to go up. And so I was excited whenever I saw it go up this morning. And I looked at some of the questions and I didn't really think about them. Some of them I'm not exactly sure how to answer. So we're just going to go with that. I'm on my phone right here and I have a list of all the questions. The first question is, how did you learn about project panning and what was your first impression? I actually learned about project panning from Flora Lisa. We belong to the same makeup group and I don't even remember what started it all. But I believe the group was starting a Project 10 pan maybe or something. I don't remember. But she said you need to watch Amber F. And so I started and I was fascinated with it. I could not believe that somebody was panning complete eyeshadow palettes. It was something that just didn't even enter my mind that people were doing that. I don't know why I even thought it, and I was just amazed. And I watched every single one of Amber F's videos, and then it went to Ronnie G and Pretty Pistol 86, and just, I couldn't get enough. I was absolutely amazed, and it inspired me. That was my initial reaction, was wow, and it inspired me to actually stop making so many purchases. Some months have failed and some have not. But yeah, so there you go. The second question is, what is the hardest thing you've panned and the easiest? Well, I've only been panning since December. So the easiest thing to pan, I would think, for me, has been lotions and perfumes. But as far as makeup goes, I would probably have to say creamy lipsticks. And that's surprising to me. Like Velvet Teddy, for example, was, yes, there was a little bit of use to it, but I was very surprised at how fast I was able to pan. Whenever I pan something, I use it consistently. So that for me has been the easiest thing to pan. And really eyeshadows too. I was so nervous about panning eyeshadows, but again, as you know, if you've watched my Pan That Palette series so far, my Naked palette did get a lot of use. So I haven't really started a palette from the very beginning. So I think that that really isn't fair to say. So I will just stick with lipsticks. The hardest has been that dang Laura Geller Baked Blush in Tropic Hues. I have yet to hit pan on that. It's absolutely insane. I just can't believe it because I've been using it consistently since January 1st. No pan. It's flat. Hopefully I'll hit pan soon, but that has been the bane of my existence right there. So, have you attempted a Pan That Palette? Why or why not? Yeah, currently I am doing a Pan That Palette challenge with my Urban Decay Naked palette. And I recently just put in the Ammo palette. Not necessarily to pan that palette this year. If I do, that's great, but I am going to be incorporating shadows in projects. And I have two of the shadows that is in my hashtag drop 10 before summer collab that I'm doing. Oh, and the reason why I think it's 19 eyeshadow palettes. I realized that. And something had to be done. I couldn't just continue buying because I knew that I would never get through it all, and I'm still not convinced I'll be able to get through it all. So that's why I started. I finally got overwhelmed with eyeshadows as I sit here and buy more eyeshadows. Right? Isn't that how that goes? Has panning affected your makeup buying habits? If so, how? Yes. Yes, it has. there's a lot of things that I have learned, like I'm going to stop buying lip pencils because I can't stand them. They dry out my lips and I'm just not, maybe it's just the formula, but I don't want to try any others. They don't really do anything for me. I've learned to actually look at eyeshadow palettes from the standpoint of, do I have something similar in my collection? In some cases, you know, I do want to try the formula, things like that. But if it's from a brand that I know, for example, Too Faced, I'm not going to get sucked into that hype anymore, and I want to see, are the colors something I don't have, and how is the pigmentation, how is the quality, instead of concentrating on, ooh, that's such pretty packaging. And I've also realized no more liquid lipsticks. Nope, 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 nope. No more. No more, because that honestly scares me. That scares me. Because out of all the Project Panners, I've never seen somebody pan a full liquid lipstick except Amber F. You guys need to get on that. Make me less scared. Come on. I know you could do it. I know you could do it. Do it for me, please. Be my little guinea pig. What do you plan to pan next? Well, I do have other projects coming up, and I really want to concentrate on single eyeshadows or shadows from different palettes that I have. But I have a lot of single eyeshadows, so I can't wait to actually get into those. And they're baked, which, again, scares me. And it'll be sometime this year that I will be panning. But as far as what I'm actually panning next, I'm just kind of going through the list. My Project 100 pan, things like that. I do have some exciting projects that are coming up. So you'll see singles in there, you'll see all kinds of things. So I really can't, I do want to try to cut out some of my eyeshadows, so I'll stick with that answer. That's sort of like the easiest answer. So, where do you get your panning inspiration and motivation? This is easy, you guys. 100% you guys. Instagram. Also, it is so nice that my Instagram feed is now full of Project Panners. It just keeps me going, and it really does keep me going. To see people's progress and everything, and their little reviews on Instagram, and the videos, and the MD's videos, and it just keeps me really, really motivated, especially if I'm struggling. I'll give you an example. I was having a lot of doubts about blush because Pretty Pistol 86 went ahead and posted her end of the year video for 2016. And I saw the things that she went through, and I made a comment about how nervous I was about my Project 100 pan and how I have 2 deluxe blushes and a full blush. And I was debating on actually pulling one out because it was hardly touched. And she told me to keep it in. I might surprise myself. At the end of the year, I might surprise myself. So continue doing that. And I am. So you guys inspire me. Every one of you guys inspire me and keep me motivated to do this. You know, as I answer these questions, it reminds me a lot about losing weight. Isn't that funny? Because I've been asked similar questions about how do I stay motivated with eating healthy and things like that. So it's odd that it goes hand in hand. What is your favorite thing about the panning community? The support. Every single person is so supportive and so nice. It's just wonderful. And the friendships that you make. I mean, just in the Instagram collab, we've got several groups going on, and there's always somebody talking, and you get to know people. and you make that connection with people. It's really nice getting to know other people, and you feel like, I don't know, you just feel like you always have somebody there to talk you out of things or talk you into things. I'm just saying. Just saying. If you're currently project panning, what one item is giving you the most trouble? Well, I've already talked about that stupid blush, even though it's my favorite. Of course, it's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I would probably have to say Creep and Gunmetal and Hustle and the Naked Palette. They're not moving. It just seems like I use it every single day, and it's just not wanting to move. I know that it is, and if I see it in pictures, you know, I will notice a difference. It's like whenever you lose weight, see, there you go. You know, you constantly take progress pictures, and even if you've lost, you know, 1 to 2 pounds or 5 pounds or certain parts of your body, you'll notice a difference. Well, same thing, you know, I always take pictures. Whenever I get a little discouraged, I take pictures of my Naked Palette, and then I see a difference. But I'm not discouraged yet. I'm having a lot of fun. I just wish that those shades would go and die already. Just saying. How long do you plan to project pan? Do you see yourself stopping at any point? No. I think that I'm going to be doing this for a really long time. I love the support. I love the accountability. And I think that if I stop doing that, if I stop project panning, I'll just go back into old habits again of just buying everything. I'm not saying that I want a minimalist collection, because that just simply isn't me at all. I'm going to be somebody that has several eyeshadow palettes and several blushes and several lipsticks. So even if it's just, even if I get all my old stuff out and I just have new stuff, I will always put them in projects. I mean, at some point, you know, in 20 years, I'll stop doing pan that palette, and just put eyeshadows in, but actually no, I won't, because I'll always have an eyeshadow palette in my collection. So basically, yes, I plan on doing this for forever. Would you recommend panning to others? How would you explain it? Yes, and I actually have. My friend Amy, she's in the collab, and this is her first time project panning. And hi, Amy. She is wonderful, and took a lot for me to go ahead and convince her. I didn't really convince her. I just talked about it a lot, and she finally just kind of pulled the plug and said, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm just going to give this a try and see what happens. And it's really great. And I would simply just describe it like this. If you don't project pan, take $50. Just take $50. Rip it up, put it in the toilet, and flush. That's what happens if you don't project pan, because you're taking your money and you're flushing it down the toilet because you're not using your stuff. I understand collections and everything else, and that's fine. There's a lot of people that collect makeup, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Please, by all means, collect. I love things that I collect that I would not give up for anything, like shot glasses. I love collecting shot glasses. They may sound silly, but I love it. I have shot glasses for every place that I've been. So, you know, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But as far as the makeup that you use, if you're not using it, you're wasting your money. So there you go. Now, in the description box, I will go ahead and I will tag a few people. And please check out Floralisa's channel. She's really great. She's getting back into project panning on her videos, which is really nice. It's really refreshing, and she has some get ready with me's and things like that. I think you'll actually like her. Go ahead and show her some love over there. So yeah, I'm going to tag everybody, but there is a few people that I do want to see do this tag. And so be sure to go ahead and check that description box. So yeah, so there you go. That is my Panning Pro tag. And thank you very much for tagging me. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.